Here we have the question, how old is the world? Some scientists say the world is 1 million, some say it's 5 million, some 10 million, 20 million, billion, a trillion. The scientists really don't agree with one the other, and each one has his own estimations of why he says according to their opinion. Well, according to the Torah, the world is exactly, at the time of this speech, 5,783 and almost a half years old. How can this possibly be? So I'll explain it to you. There's a joke that once a group went into a natural museum and the guide showed them, first of all, the skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And he said, this skeleton is 5,000,005 years old. The Tyrannosaurus Rex this one lived 5,000,005 years ago. So he said, what do you mean 5,000,005? Why 5? He says, because when I started working here 5 years ago, it was 5 million years ago and 5 million years old. And now that's 5 years later, so it's 5,000,005 years. The fact of the matter is, according to Jewish faith, and only faith can understand this, that God created the world from nothing. Even more, before God created the world, there was no nothing. There was no being. God didn't, so to speak, exist before the world was created, because God, in a true sense of the word, He only creates all existence. God does not exist in any way that we can understand. As we say in our prayers, Adon Olam, Hu Echad ve'en sheni lahamshilo lahachbira. God is one and there's no number two to compare him to. God is incomparable to anything else. As we say in our prayers, Ein Kelokeinu. But the question is not when God began creating the world. The question is who's creating the world right now? How does the world exist? Judaism says, and especially Hasidic Judaism, that God is creating everything constantly. And not only that, time is also being created. So to speak, the world is being created from nothing. You're nothing, I'm nothing. So how do we exist? The answer is, it's all miracles. And it's all from God's love. And every moment is a miracle. And every person is a miracle. And everything that we see or that we hear or that we feel is a miracle. And the amazing thing is that God cares. That's the message of Passover, that God cares. God cares about every moment. God cares about every human being. God cares about every action and every reaction. It's very important to God, every single second. So if you ask the question, how old is the world? The answer is that the world is right now. There was one of the wives of one of the rabbis of Chabad that they asked her, what was the best moment of your life? She said, the best moment of our life is right now. Always right now. That's the true creator of the universe, that we should know that every moment the universe is being created just like it was back then 5,000 years ago, from absolutely nothing. Because of what? What's the force that's creating it? Olam chesed yiboneh, love. And we have to be emissaries of that love. That's what Moshiach is going to do. Moshiach is going to just return us back to our consciousness, to our awareness, like a person that's fainted. He returns to consciousness. The awareness that we are creations and that we are tremendously important to the Creator. That's why we need Moshiach now.